Hey guys, we are at Whitnall Park again, and why are we here today? Because if you saw the video I had just posted with Martin trying the cruiser saddle and the Phantom, he let me borrow his ambush to try out. So I wanted to see how this works, so we're going to try it out. It's got some nice little backpack straps on this baby. I did notice he's got a tethered strap on it. Kind of go around that little post there, keep it nice and tight. Not sure if that's how he does it. That's how I wrapped it up. But he's got a tethered strap on here, and you can see where he has placed. He's got some like steel stripping here, right here where the adjusting, where the bolt goes for the adjusting the platform. And he's got some right up here also. Those are contact points when it's closing up. And their system for adjusting, I'll show you here. You can see that. So turning this knob moves this bolt back and forth. So it'll give you your platform adjustment. So going like that, coming in closer is tilting it back this way. And then going the opposite direction is bringing it up, as you can see right there. All right, so we're gonna throw this around the tree and see how it is. One thing, like I said, like the way, when I do straps, anytime I'm using a strap, I always like to start off with it shorter. So I'm gonna take this here, and with it being shorter, that way you can keep the tension and it doesn't fall behind the tree when you're trying to hook it up. So let's put this baby on here. And you put it around, and you can see how I've got it short. Then when I'm pulling it, you're keeping the tension on it, and then you bring it right to where you need it to go over the button, and then you can tighten it right there. And that baby is tight right there. And then we're going to set this baby onto the tree. So it is sitting up a little bit. So going back this way is going to bring this button up this way, which will allow it to go down a little bit more. Just like that. And we're probably still a little bit off. And bring it up a little bit more. There we go. All right, so that's pretty solid right there. All right, so let's get out my tether here. Tether strap. I wanted to try this out because I've seen other guys with videos and they've talked about kicking out of this. And Martin even mentioned that when we were at Whitnall Park at the archery range. He had indicated it's when you're back in this area here. So we're going to try that out and see what happens. I've never stood on an ambush before, so this will be very interesting. All right. So let's get up here and put on my tether line, and we'll strap ourselves in here. I like how much room is on this platform. It's really nice as far as the room. Nice big platform. I did go ahead and, just so you guys know, I did order the tethered extra large one. I think they said they're going to ship out in, like, I think first part of September. So once we get that, we'll do a comparison with that one and the regular Predator that I have. All right, so let's loosen this guy up, get ourselves set up where we're at. Like I said, when you're with this cruiser, you can feel where that rope, all of a sudden goes really light or real easy, and that's basically where you've been set in before. So. And this one here has been, I'll be posting a video where I may have already done it. If not, it will be coming out soon, where I took this and 3 other saddles with me, 4 total saddles, and let a bunch of people try them out at Root River Archery. All right, so here we go. We're hooked in. And we're going to move my Prusik backup up. And we're going to move the line up just to see where we're sitting. Too far back for me. So let's go up a little bit more. And there we go. Pretty nice. Got my good old cruiser saddle on. If you're wondering, I am starting the season with this baby on my butt. All right, so my first impressions of this, nice platform, especially the size. I have a 10.5-foot shoe. I know I don't have my hunting boots on, but we're 11.5 or 12-foot boots is what I have, because I like that little bit extra room in the boot for warmth. But you can see this platform is really nice. Size-wise is great. Coming back here, this thing is not moving at all. You do get, with how big the platform is, you do get a little bit of, it's not shifting in the tree. The teeth are still staying right where they're at, but I think because of the size of the platform, you can move it just a little bit left and right here. Doesn't shift though. All right, so the question was the side pressure. And right here, I've got side pressure on there, and it's pretty solid. It's not moving at all on the tree. Let's see that there. I'm going to come around to the other side here. Side pressure right here. Really nice. Then the issue comes in with the side pressure is that when you're back in this area right here, Martin even said this when we were at Whitnall Park, that watch out when you put side pressure over here, because that's where it can kick out. And if you're like this right here, so if you were in here, you can see how it's starting to come, it's still biting into the tree pretty good. So we're good right there. I'm going to come around the other side. Now you can see it's kind of, from that side pressure, it kind of loosened in the tree a little bit. So now when I come back around here, you've got that side pressure right here. It is good into the tree. It's still sitting there. So that's pretty good. So not too bad. It did loosen a little bit when I did that side pressure there. Now you can see how it did shift from doing that side pressure there. So right here with the side pressure, not too bad. It's not kicking out. Oh, now it just moved a little bit. Now you can see how it's, actually now I wouldn't be bouncing around up there, but you can see how now it's kicked out like that. All right, so it does kick out, but that took a lot of bouncing. I don't plan on bouncing around on my platform. But I mean, if you were in a shooting position and you had 1 foot on that platform or both feet there and you were leaning out, last thing you would want to happen is to have that kick out like that, especially during your shot. So how am I going to get down with this right now? It's a little hard. I could come in like this and try and pull the platform back down. That's not going to be too easy to do. So the other way to do it, put my feet into the platform, pull up on my rope here. I can still stand on the platform, loosen my rope, then come down like that. My Prusik is hooked on right now, holding me in place. Not even the CT at this point in time. A little bit of pulling up on the CT and I'm good. And then I can just walk down the tree till I got to my next step. All right, so it does kick out, but that took a lot of bouncing. I wouldn't expect you to bounce out or be bouncing in your platform, but if you are really leaning hard and trying to get over to around to shoot on the back side of the tree, it could kick out on you. And I'm thinking I'm gonna get down from this thing right here. See, that Prusik backup is nice. So I think the reason for that, if you look at the stand right here, is the pivot point is way out here. This is the only thing I can surmise. I'm not an engineer. But with the pivot point way out here, when you put that pressure back here, If you had a soft bark tree, you know, that's going to cause this thing to possibly kick out like that because your pivot point's way out here, as opposed to my tether, which the pivot point is way back here. This bar right here on the tether pretty much stays pretty straight up and down. You can see how this is tight here up against the tree, but down here you got quite a bit of space, a big difference. But it did take some bouncing around. So, first off, I want to thank Martin for letting me try this out. Thank you very much, sir. I really like it as far as the space-wise, but that kick out, like I said, though, I bounced around. If you've got one of these, let me know how you feel or how you like it. If you've experienced that kick out on it, this is the Ambush. Nice size platform. Not too bad for weight-wise. Because it is a pretty big platform. When you look at like my Ridge Runner platform, that thing looks like it's going to weigh a ton, but when you pick it up, it actually is pretty nice and pretty light. I will be starting my season with my Predator, and maybe the Predator XL if it comes in time. But it's really nice to try out stuff. Like I've said before, if you are in the southeast corner of Wisconsin, feel free to reach out to me through Facebook Messenger, and if you want to try out any of my equipment, you are more than willing, or I am more than willing to let you do that. We can meet somewhere and let you try it out. And don't forget, August 22nd, 2020, 22nd and 23rd at the Sherman Bowman's Club up in Sussex. They've got their weekend shoot. You're more than welcome to try that out. And then we're also, Chuck White is putting on a saddle demo there from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'll be there with my saddles, all 4 of them. I know he's got a couple saddles, and I think some other guys will be there with their saddles. You are more than willing to try those saddles out. You are more than welcome to. And I'll have my bee sticks there, Shikara sticks there, everything for you guys to try out. So you guys have an awesome day. And again, thank you, Martin, for letting me try out your platform. You guys have an awesome day and see you on the next video. Bye-bye.